So late last week, I got an email from a website called sportshandle.com. It had a ton of great information as we head closer and closer to the 2024 football season. Now, two big parts of that email talked about the most annoying fan bases in college football, and I can't wait to dig into that, right? And the other half was Heisman Trophy odds. And we're going to get into that a little bit later in the video, but it's time to trigger people, right? We're at the end of the offseason. College football is right around the corner. So I thought this would be something fun to talk about. But in an exclusive survey, that's what they said, an exclusive survey of more than 2,000 American college football fans between June 13th and June 17th, so about this time a month ago, right? This is what they had to say about the most annoying fan bases in college football. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this list. Actually, I have a lot of disagreement with this list, but we're going to talk about it anyway. The leading team, the leading fan base that was the most annoying was Alabama, coming in at 22%, which is a little funny, and I get that. If you're an Alabama fan, you kind of have to brag about this a little bit because you brag about everything else, right? Even though Alabama hasn't won the national title since 2020, they've got a loud fan base. They've got a passionate fan base. Everything is about the Tide, right? I get it. I love it. I respect it. But they talk a lot of trash because they've got like 20, 30 championships, whatever they claim to have, right? They're the number one program of all time, and those fans are going to let you hear about it. So I get it in a way, but 22% is a lot. Number two, right behind them is Ohio State, coming in at 14% of the surveyors saying that Ohio State has the most annoying fan base. That's what the header was. That's what the title was. I grew up in North Georgia. I don't know any Ohio State fans, but I know, again, they're passionate and they've got history. They have a championship, 2015, right? It's a little dusty, a little dirty. Before that, you have to go all the way back to 2002. So as a program that is always good, they're always good. Every year, Ohio State is going to be one of the best teams in the country. You'd think they would have a little more hardware since 2000. Maybe this is the year. This is a massive, massive year for Ohio State. And maybe that's why they're coming in at number two, right? There's a lot of optimism around Ohio State right now. The fan base, they think they can win a national title this year, and they absolutely can. I think the only team that may be in their way is Georgia or a Texas, maybe Oregon, right? But Ohio State is going to be one of the best teams in the country this year. Right behind them, number three, Michigan at 9%. Kind of makes sense. They're coming off a national championship. They're first since like 97 when they shared the title, by the way. So that was their first real undisputed national championship in a long, long time. They're happy about it. They're talking about it, and they have to talk a lot because they're not going to be there this year. They're going to take a big step backwards. So, of course, the Michigan fans are going to be loud and proud. So they're at number three right now. Big fan base, too. A lot of Michigan fans everywhere, like Ohio State and like Alabama. They're everywhere. Number four, Notre Dame at 8%. No one likes a Notre Dame fan. They're unlikable. No one likes a Notre Dame fan. There are a few in the Atlanta area and in Georgia, but they don't talk a ton. They just love to tell you that they're a Notre Dame fan. But I guess that's annoying. Right behind them, Texas at number five at 7%. Texas, the most annoying fan base. I don't know a ton of Texas people. I'm sure people in Texas absolutely hate the Longhorns. I'm sure they are loud. They haven't won anything basically since 2005. You know, I love that's how we talk about teams. Like, oh, they haven't won anything since their last national championship. It's not completely true, but that's just how we like to say things. Texas at 7%. And then what's crazy is that Georgia was tied with Clemson for 11th with just 3%. Which is crazy because in the state of Georgia, you either love the Dogs or you hate the Dogs. And they won 2 out of 3 last national championships. The Georgia fan base is as proud as they've ever been, right? This is the time to be alive for Georgia fans. This is the biggest, moments, in program history, really. The 80s, early 80s were great, right? But this is the golden era. That's what I'm trying to say. The golden era of Georgia football is right now. And especially if you live in the state of Georgia, you either love Georgia or that is your least favorite team, right? There's a lot of people who move to Atlanta and they bring their allegiances and they just automatically hate Georgia, put them number one as their most hated team. Mainly because they either work around Georgia fans, they live around Georgia fans, they may have family members, friends who are Georgia fans, right? So you get it. So I thought Georgia would be way higher on this list. And again, this is sportshandle.com if you want to go over there and take a look at this. But I thought it was really interesting. Tied with Clemson with 11th with just 3%. Found that odd. Just a little caveat here. Michigan fans overwhelmingly believe Ohio State has the most annoying fan base, with 52% expressing that view. Conversely, Ohio State considers Michigan supporters the most annoying, with 42% of them holding that opinion. Michigan and Ohio State fans, the hate they have for each other, absolutely love it. It's what makes college football so great. Auburn fans are seen as the least annoying, tied for the least annoying alongside Oklahoma and Colorado with only 2%. However, this isn't the case in Alabama, where 20% of fans find Auburn's fan base the most annoying, showcasing the intensity of the local rivalry. And again, I still think that's the best rivalry in college football. Auburn, Alabama. When I was a young pup, I lived south of Birmingham. I get it. We were the only people, the only family in town that wasn't Auburn or Alabama, as my dad went to Georgia. My whole family's from Georgia. So just interesting notes there that I definitely wanted to share because it was sent to me, and it's the offseason. We're going to talk about it. And then as far as the Heisman Trophy odds go, before I talk about that, real quick, collegebronze.com, 6.5 minute mark. I'm finally mentioning it. Get the best Bulldog statue on the market today with a discount. You're not going to find anything like this anywhere out there. Promo code DAWGPOST, DAWGPOST. Get yours today with that discount. Don't forget the discount when you order. And you can order in the description below in this video. That's where the link is. You can read all the 5-star reviews. Put your order in today so you get it by the time the season starts. Because when Georgia is beating Clemson in Atlanta to go 1-0 to start a possible magical season, you're going to want this bad boy on your front porch telling your neighbors that you pull for the Dogs. It's the best one on the market. Again, get it today and use that discount, promo code DAWGPOST, DAWGPOST. Okay, Heisman Trophy odds. Something we talked about all offseason, because Georgia's quarterback Carson Beck is in a good position to possibly win one this year. And he was the leading percentage vote getter, right, in this survey of 2,000 college football fans. He had 15% of the vote. Jalen Milroe at Alabama, number 2. He's got 13%. Quinn Ewers, quarterback at Texas, 9%. Will Howard, 9% for Ohio State. I thought that was a little odd because he's like the 5th, 6th best player on Ohio State's offense. He's got weapons all over the place. I don't know if there's another team with a better group of receivers or running backs for that matter. They have the best running back tandem in college football. Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, among others. They've got a loaded backfield, loaded receivers. So I guess they just expect Will Howard to light it up. But I'm not personally sold on him. He's a good player. I don't think he's a great player, but I think he needs to have a really, really good year if they want to win national championship. Maybe he can. I don't know. We're going to see, but he's got weapons all over the place. So we'll see how that goes. He had 9% of the vote. Travis Hunter, 8% of Colorado. Probably a top 3 best high school football player I have ever covered. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, covering high school football in Georgia. He's probably in that top 3 with Trevor Lawrence and maybe Derek Brown as the 3 best high school football players I have ever covered. He's there at 8%. Riley Leonard, quarterback at Notre Dame's got 7%. And then Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback at Oregon, who's like 23 years old. He's going to light it up with the Ducks. It's very quarterback friendly up there. He's going to put up numbers. And if he can beat Ohio State, lead them to a conference championship, lead them deep into the playoffs. I guess that doesn't matter because we'll already know who the Heisman Trophy winner is. But if he leads Oregon to a special season, that guy is going to be in New York. Those are great odds. Whatever he is right now, FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever, for his Heisman odds, it's probably lower than it should be. That is definitely a sleeper Heisman guy to know. And he's only at 6% here behind guys like Travis Hunter, who's not going to win it. 0% chance Travis Hunter wins the Heisman Trophy. Are you kidding me? Will Howard, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Dylan Gabriel at 6%, a little low. So yeah, just offseason video, most annoying fan base. Who do you think it is? I thought Georgia would be way up there. Still a little surprised at Alabama, number 1, 22%. I totally get Ohio State and Michigan because those fans are voting for each other. Again, no one likes a Notre Dame fan. No one cares that you pull for Notre Dame. You know, go win something before you can start talking. And then Texas, I get why they're in there, but yeah, I thought everyone hated the Georgia fan base. Maybe I'm wrong. I am according to this, sportshandle.com. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Get your Bulldog today. Again, promo code DAWGPOST, DAWGPOST. Thanks for watching. Thanks for ordering right after this video, and I'll see you over on the website.